Over 70% of the gasoline pumped in America is quietly sabotaging the engines that depend on it. Not because the fuel is old, not because the pump is broken, but because the detergents inside the gas are so weak that carbon builds up faster than your engine can fight it. That buildup is responsible for hundreds of thousands of misfires, breakdowns, and premature failures every single year. So today, I'm exposing the 11 gas brands you should never put in your tank. And at the end, I'll show you the 5 that actually protect your engine. The same ones that helped my own trucks cross 400,000 miles without a single injector replacement. Let's begin. Number 11, Safeway gasoline. If your car ever felt perfectly fine one day and suddenly rough the next, shaky idle, lazy acceleration, or that confusing check engine light, Safeway might be the silent culprit. Their fuel looks cheap at the pump, but behind the scenes, it's been repeatedly flagged for detergent levels far below automaker recommendations, and when detergents drop, carbon rises. I've opened up engines that ran exclusively on Safeway gas, thick black soot on spark plugs, sticky valves that barely move, intake runners coated with the kind of grime that chokes off airflow. Drivers thought they were saving money until the repairs hit. Safeway isn't top-tier certified, and when a gas brand cuts corners on the cleaning agents your engine relies on, every mile becomes a risk. Number 10, 7-Eleven. Big name, small standards. Most people don't realize that 7-Eleven doesn't refine its own fuel. They buy whatever is cheapest in that region at that moment. That means zero consistency. One location might be fine, the next one could have fuel that barely meets minimum quality, or doesn't meet it at all. I've had customers roll into the shop swearing their car was running like new until they stopped at a 7-Eleven. Suddenly, hesitation, poor mileage, or knocking under load. More than once, state inspectors shut down pumps after finding contaminated gas, water, sediment, even incorrect ethanol blends. Cheap gas is tempting, but unpredictable gas is dangerous. Your engine shouldn't be an experiment. Number 9, Sam's Club. Warehouse fuel is built for volume, not protection. Sam's Club pulls from multiple suppliers with no guaranteed formula, no standardized additive package, and no consistency between stations. I've drained tanks that smelled stale, looked cloudy, even separated into layers. Signs of moisture and dirty storage engines running on this stuff develop clogged filters, rough idle and cold start struggles that drivers mistake for old car problems. Sam's Club fuel is not top-tier certified, it meets the bare minimum. And when millions of gallons move fast, quality control gets lost in the shuffle. Number 8, Circle K. This one fools people because it's everywhere. Bright, clean stores, big branding. But the fuel behind that brand is often whatever they could get cheapest that week. I've scoped engines after months of Circle K fill-ups. The carbon on the valves looked like charred cookie crumbs stuck to metal, sticky injectors, random misfires. Weak detergent packages are always the common thread. And remember when several Circle K stations were fined for water-contaminated gas that stranded drivers right after filling up? That wasn't a one-off. When a brand buys fuel from mixed sources and stores it in aging tanks, you get mystery fuel, and mystery fuel gives you mystery problems. Number 7, Murphy USA. These are the stations right next to Walmart. Convenient, cheap, and risky. Their entire business model is about beating competitors on price, and when price wins, additive quality loses. I've seen engines sputter, struggle, or lose power after long-term Murphy usage. Fuel trim issues, dirty injectors, inconsistent ethanol content. In 2018, multiple states investigated Murphy for contaminated gas that caused cars to stall within miles. When your car's lifeblood is treated like a discount item, the long-term cost hits hard. Number 6, Speedway. Clean storefront, dirty history. Many Speedway locations source fuel from mixed local suppliers, meaning you never know what you're getting. I've torn apart engines after long-term Speedway use. The pattern is always the same. Carbon like burnt marshmallow stuck to valves, sluggish throttle response, poor mileage, weak detergents. Some locations even sold water-contaminated fuel after heavy rains, leaving drivers stranded with rusted pumps and flooded injectors. Speedway is not top-tier certified, and the engines tell the truth. Number 5, loves travel stops. Road trippers swear by them because they're everywhere, but consistency is their Achilles heel. When you move massive amounts of fuel across hundreds of locations, maintenance becomes a nightmare. I've drained tanks from drivers who filled up at Love's and broke down hours later. Cloudy fuel, visible sediment, even microbial growth. Yes, actual bacteria, inside underground tanks. That stuff clogs filters like wet concrete. Multiple complaints, multiple investigations, and still no top-tier certification. Convenient doesn't equal clean. Number 4, Amoco. People hear the name and trust it because of nostalgia. But the modern Amoco isn't the Amoco you remember. Since BP took over, the fuel has been criticized for weak detergents when compared to true top-tier brands. Some stations even use older tanks prone to moisture. I've seen direct injection engines with only 60,000 miles running like they've done double, all because of carbon buildup tied to weak fuel blends. The brand name feels classic, but the performance isn't. Number 3, Pilot Flying J. A company caught in one of the biggest fuel scandals in American history. After the FBI raid and rebate fraud, many drivers lost trust, and the fuel quality issues didn't magically disappear. I've had diesel trucks come into the shop knocking or losing power right after a fill-up at Pilot Water, sediment, inconsistent blends. The same problems over and over. When a brand focuses more on volume and marketing than what's actually going into engines, drivers pay the price. Number 2, Sunoco regular grade. The racing fuel reputation is legendary, but the pump gas most drivers buy, not even close. Tests from watchdog groups show Sunoco's regular grade fuel often falls short on detergents. I've seen more knock issues, carbon buildup, and injector problems from basic Sunoco gas than almost any other major brand. Some stations failed inspections for improper ethanol mixing and water contamination. Premium? Fine. Race fuel? Incredible. Regular? Avoid it. Number 1, companies busted for selling contaminated or waste fuel. This is the darkest side of the industry. I'm talking about operations that blended hazardous waste, used oil, solvents, chemical byproducts, and sold it as regular gasoline. Lamb Fuels is one of the names that made headlines for this. Engines didn't just run rough, they were destroyed. Melted injectors, dead fuel pumps, catalytic converters ruined. These aren't accidents. These are criminals knowingly putting toxins into your tank to cut costs. Drivers never saw it coming,